Hey y'all, this is my summary video for multiplication and division, and here we go, right into it. Okay, so here's some of the notes from our reading. Multiplication is first taught with concrete and semi-concrete objects to represent the members in each group presented. In the beginning, students work out multiplication problems using arrays and skip counting. Then later, students solve missing factor problems when they are given one factor and a product. For this, they often use their fists and extend a finger to skip count until they reach the product to determine the missing factor. And as they advance, though, students must work on memorizing multiplication facts to decrease the use of the fingers in solving problems. And that's what we got from our text, but I don't have a problem with students using whatever they need to use to solve multiplication. And I like the video with the finger trick for solving the nines. I thought that was really kind of awesome. Okay, so moving on. For multiplication, in the next stage, students advance to multi-digit problems where they rely on mental math, memorizing those multiplication facts. And then students learn low-stress multiplication algorithms to write out complex answers each time they multiply. And then students add the products to determine the answer. Students also solve these problems using expanded notation in a similar way. And then I got the most common ways of introducing the multiplication concept are repeated addition, equivalent sets, number lines, and arrays. And that's what I have for multiplication. For division, it is taught in 2 stages as well. In the beginning stage and then the multi-digit division stage. In the beginning stage, division is presented providing concrete demonstrations with objects or pictures, and then the teacher presents the objects or pictures by dividing them into equal groups. Students are taught division problems that have no remainder in the beginning, and then they advance to problems with remainders. Students must have lots of practice in the beginning stages before moving into multi-digit division. Students can memorize single-digit division facts before advancing into multi-digit quotients with single-digit divisors. Division problems with 2-digit divisors are much more difficult and should be introduced much later. And similar to multiplication, there are 4 basic ways to use concrete objects or pictures to teach division, and that's by removing equivalent disjoint subsets, arrays, number lines, and for division you use repeated subtraction. And a couple of the implications that I found in the reading is that it's important to remember to teach pre-skills, that students must understand how to place a comma in the correct position when writing answers in the thousands. Teachers should teach this in a simple rule: the comma is written between the hundreds and the thousands. And this is very important. Teachers should be sure that students have mastered solving division problems with 1-digit divisors before moving on to problems with 2-digit divisors. Again, because it is much more complex. And teachers should be sure that students learn how to round off numbers to the nearest 10th unit when solving problems with 2-digit divisors. But again, that is much later. But that's what I got from our reading. And I found some resources that I have found to be very helpful when helping my kids and helping students. And that's with apps. I saw a really cute one in the App Store. It says here, Mr. Math is a funny child character who is doing whatever it takes to get the attention of your kids and teach them a step-by-step method to learn the whole times tables without being bored or tired. And I've included a link here for that, which I will include the PowerPoint in the discussion post so that you can see what that game looks like. And the ABCYA, or as my kids love to call it, Abakia, is a really great site with lots of information. But here it has a lot of multiplication learning games. And then I found on the same site Division Derby for students to practice their division facts on Abakia. And that's what my kids called it anyway. But yeah, because that is such an important part of that mental math that, will be helpful for them later on. And here is my script practice, and I will do my best to work through this. Okay, so this is a division problem. What kind of problem is this? A division problem. That's right. It says 5 goes into 15 3 times. What does the problem say? 5 goes into 15 3 times. All right, here is another division problem. It says 2 goes into 18 9 times. What does it say? 2 goes into 18 9 times. That's right. Here is another division problem. What does it say? 6 goes into 30 5 times. Right again. 6 does go into 30 5 times. All right, here we're going to do some more, okay? What does this problem say? 3 goes into 12 4 times. Great job. What does this problem say? 4 goes into 20 5 times. Awesome. How about this problem? What does it say? 7 goes into 28 4 times. Great job. All right, here's our last one. What does this problem say? 3 goes into 21 7 times. Great job, everybody. And that's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed my presentation.